So I'm going to try and explain what is a hash table. So a hash table is um, a hash table is a thing that allows you to store key value pairs and pairs. So a hash table is basically a way to store key value pairs. And when you have a it's a very common data structure used in a lot of languages, right? It's also referred sometimes as dictionaries or maps. And when you have like arbitrary key value pair data, basically you need to associate any key value with any key with a value, and you can't just have a huge array because the key might not necessarily be like integers or things that you can use as index. And even when the key is an integer, it's not like, it might be like very large, and it would be a huge waste of space if you had to allocate an array that's like from 0 to the maximum possible value that your key can be. So what you do is you take that key and you run it through a hash function. Run it through a hash function, and after doing that, you basically get essentially an integer that's in some sense uniformly distributed between 0 and the max output of the hash function, right? So you can take the mod of that output, and so you can take the mod of that output and basically use that as your array index, and that way you have like you have a value that you can use as index that's reasonably small. Basically, when you take the mod, you decide how many quote-unquote buckets you want in your hash table, and once you have that, like you can allocate basically, I think ideally